Hello, hello. How you doing? It's Bev, and we're here to play today. So with that in mind, if you are checking in, please say hi so I know you're around. And I'm just going to make my screen and everything big enough that hello. Oh, see, I have to turn that off. Big enough. There we go. Now I can see when people are coming in and leaving a comment that I can kind of follow along. There's Debbie. Hello, hello. So, I have pulled simple stories, good stuff. I found a few odd pieces of paper, and I need a white base, and this is the card we're making, and it pops out, and this is the way it stands. Isn't that cute? Well, it does stand. I've had it standing many times before. There. And it's so cute. And I did not put anything in the background of this one, but let me show you one that I played with this morning. And I did two. And in the background, I put some paper that matched. And on this one, I put just a single cardstock in the background that matched. Hello, Judy. I'm just checking. Now, the instructions tell us to start with a cardstock base, and I am going to cut this one, and we are doing 9.5 by 6, and that means it's easier. Hi, Amy. It's easier to get 2 out of a sheet then, because if we go, this is where if I go 9.5, I'm going to make 2 cards eventually. So I'm going to go 9.5 right across the 12. And then I'm going to split it at 6 and 6. And I have 2 pieces. And that's perfect. Okay? That just comes in handy for any card makers that absolutely love to make more than one. Now, the second thing it says is to make a template, and we're going to do that because you knew how I hate to measure things, and making things fit is really important. So we need 2 3/4 by 6 inches. I'm hoping this is 2 3/4. Well, not quite. That's not going to work. I'm going to grab another sheet. It had a funny edge on it, and it's not going to do what I want. So 2 3/4. And you only ever are going to make the templates once. And then you are going to save them and put them with your instruction sheet. So 2 3/4 by 6. So set that aside, and we will do the biggie first, and then we will come back. So if you have a scoreboard, get it out. Let me just move my board across there. So what we need, and it's not hard. No, I have a right and wrong side, so I'm going to the wrong side to do this. We are going to score at, now at the top it says 2 3/4 and 2 3/4 in the middle. It shows the whole thing as 9 with 9.5, and it's 4 in the center. But if you check down below, it says 1 3/8 and 1 3/8 is equivalent to 2 3/4. So we are going to score at 1 1/8. I have to tip this slightly too because I can't see. So 1, 2, 1 3/8, and 2 3/4. And the easiest way I know, people, is turn it over. Go easy. Be nice on, take it easy on yourself. 1, 2, 3, and 2 3/4. And if I check, from there to there is 4. So 2 3/4, 2 3/4, and 4 in there, and you've done that slit. Now, if you have a scoreboard, I suggest way over here on your board, draw a black line, a marker line. I'll put it up so you can see. See the black line? When you want to do funny angles and you can't see them, hi Vicky, this is where, if I want to go, and it shows you to go from here at the top corner to the corner down here, top corner to here, top corner to here, top corner to here. And if I put this in here, without the black line, I don't know which one of these match up with this. So by putting a line that's visible, I can put that right, and this is where it doesn't matter where I am then. As soon as I put that score mark in that black mark, I need to bring this point over till it hits the black line. So there's my black line, and then I have to realign. There is my score and my black line, and my black line and my point, and it lets you visually see the black line goes through from one side to the other. There's no guessing games, we keep it easy, so go. Same thing now, I gotta put this point back into the black line, and way over here is my score line. So score line, black line, point, black line, and you can see exactly where you need to go. I saw that on Facebook, and I've been using that. I love it. It's one of the best things that I've learned lately, and I'm sharing it. Okay, there is my black line and my score. Now I have to push the point over, and then go back and reline up here. Score line at the black line, point at the black line, and all you do then is score through your black line from top to bottom. That is just so easy. I'm loving it. There's my point. There is my score line. Fix my point again. You always have to double back and make a little move. And there's where your black line through your board has made doing this section so easy. Now, set this aside. And this is where I made you cut this. What we're going to do is duplicate this section right here, because we're going to cut the pieces that become our template. And this is the easiest way I know how to do it. If you want to lay paper in and try and figure out where to cut those pieces, I don't even want to go there. So what I'm doing is I am going to, okay, we need to go back over here, and we need to score it through the center, which was 1 3/8. 1, 2, 3, and there's your 2 3/4, right? So it's at the halfway mark. And now we're going to go back to our black line and our black line. So line up this corner and that corner. Do the other corner and the other corner. Whoops, line them up. Line them up. So easy. That is absolutely fabulous. I love it. Now, I don't need this anymore. So we're going to move this over. Now what I want you to do is do the folds. Make your creases really firm so you can see them. If you have a bone folder and you can make sure they're strong, go for it. And all we want to do then is to firmly make the shapes that we just scored from one tip to the other tip. There we go. So now we have lots and lots of markings. Now I'm going to bring this in just to open one, because this is what we got here. We need this piece, and this is where I'm just going to stick numbers on them. 1, 2, and 3. So this is where, if you trust yourself, get your scissors, and if you can see where that is, we need to come inside, and a piece off. So we want to have the paper showing. So I'm just going to cut 1/8 of an inch inside. And we have to do the same off the top. Oh, I didn't cut number 1. It's okay. This is the same piece. So I'm just going to renumber it. There's number 1. If you did what I did, it's fine. You flip them over when we do the other side anyways. I just wanted to know that we definitely cut the 3 shapes of the pieces that we do need. And cut the smidge off of there too. There's 1, 2. And we need number 3. Like I said, I'm going in about 1/8. And the thing is, once we cut the first ones and check them on our card base, if we have to alter them at all, we still can alter them. We can check how they look. And all the way up the side. So that's how I like to make my templates. And this is where I'm going to move everything for now. Now, this is where we're going to fold them in. When you fold now, line up your 2 edges and then firmly burnish going out. So if anything was a little tipsy, we have now fixed it. And when this burnish comes in, it should line up exactly on the other side. So we have a perfect square going. That's good. Now, it says to I'm just reading. Anyway, this is where at the top picture it shows through the center is a mountain. So we are going to fold this on the mountain and make sure that the lineups are the same. There's a little off. You can tell. You just wiggle it a bit and make sure that you're burnishing your mountain. So we're just at the halfway on that outer section. And make sure it lines up when you fold it in. Very good. So there's your mountains. Now I'm just going to double check. This is where we might have to change them, but in the meantime, I just want it easy, okay? Now we are going to fold from one point to the other point and actually do it the reverse of the mountain. And if it's going the wrong way, I'll know in a minute. Now come over to the other one. It's just you definitely want to fold them opposite the mountain. Now this is where, with your mountains and valleys going, you push everything flat and lay it down. See, it's perfect. It's awesome. So on the other side, we did, so this here folds are the same as your mountain, and then you do the reverse on the corner to corner. That makes it easy to remember. And if you need to use your burnish tool, go for it, because you're going right down to the points. And when you hold it here, this is where pop up the centers, keep pushing things together, and flat and down. So the only thing peeking out is your little pieces here. That's how quick and easy forming that is. And that wasn't a big deal. The big deal, the pernicious part, is cutting these pieces. Now there's the front, and this is when it stands up. Just pop it a little bit, and it stands up perfectly. Isn't that cool? Now, so I'm going to lay back down. We will start first with this section. I have picked to do my pink in the background, and I'm going to do my pretty print in the front. And I still want the white showing all the way around. The white is being showcased on all the panel pieces. Don't lose your templates. I'll bring my cutter back in here. There we go. And this is where you can mix and match and change up your pieces any way you like. And sometimes you do one and you really don't love it, so you just change it up. And these, I just got a little burr going on right there. There we go. So I'm going to bring this one in. Yeah, I want to be able to get two, so I'm going sideways. Because if I want to make another one, and I might want to use this extra piece on the side to do some of my side panels and some cardstock again, instead of the print. And I won't know until I cut a couple and then I look at them. So I'm going to start with the basics and see what happens. There, where's my line? Way down the bottom. So that only leaves me a smidge. I only have a bit left, which is fine. It might get the job done. So that's going to go on there. And I'm not questioning this at all. So I'm going to glue these two together and put them on the front. These are my two stable pieces that I'm using for sure. No questions. Definitely a keeper. Whoop. And like I said, I'm playing with simple stories, pretty stuff. I think that was it. Pretty good stuff. Good stuff. And it's a okay, just looking for the measurements. I want to say 6 by 8 or something. It's a nice size paper for working with. There, that is pretty. I like. And if you want to put any brads in it, if you want to tie any ribbons around it or anything, you have to do it before we do this part. You don't glue down till you know. And I've not been tying anything around on mine so far. I've been coming back in with accents and sentiments and leaving it pretty. So, there we go. Now, this is where I have decided for sure. This is where I have to decide. I want the pink here for sure. And then I have to decide, do I want more flowers just on the wing? Or do I want to try some stripes? That's really jumping. And see, it's too strong for there. That's too big of a piece. So I'm going to go with what my first intuition is telling me. And I'm going to do, so what you need is, if you lay this down now, you can pull it flat. Keep it easy. The piece that you cut out says number 3, lay it on. And if you have enough white section and it looks good, you're happy with what you see, you're going to cut 1. In case your paper is different front to back, which this isn't, you're going to need to cut 1. And you can turn it upside down. I'm going to cut 1 going this way, and I'm going to flip it and do 1 going that way. So in case you have different prints on the other side, you have to cut 1 going one way and 1 going the other way. If it's plain double-sided cardstock and there is no color change, then you can do them both the same and just flip 1 over. But just always remember, you have to be aware if you are working with a print, because prints goes, and some prints have a bottom and a top, and that will influence it also. Okay, see, 1 can go here, and if you flip it over, it can go there. So when you're using cardstock, there isn't a big deal either way. It just goes whatever way you like. And this is where, if you want to save space, no, can't do that. I'm just going to go this way. I'm just going to go like this. Line up where I was on the other one. And come back up this way. If you want to trace them with pencil, that's your other option at this point. Sometimes it's a little awkward to hold on to, and if it's awkward, then turn it around. And I'm going to come back the other way. So tracing them is the other option. If you can't hold them firm, don't worry about it. Trace them. It's not a big deal. Go for it. Okay, now, the same thing when we are cutting. Now, 1 and 2 have to go the same way all the time. Now, remember, you can leave these white. They don't show. So we basically need to be filling in the 2 top and bottom pieces closest to the center. So this one and this one, this one and this one. So now this is where I have florals, but I'm going to have to cut. I'm going to start with number 1. So put number 1 like this and check it. See, that looks like it's good. But when we're doing the other side, we have to turn it over in order for that to match over there. So you trace 1, or cut 1 with the number up and 1 with the number down. And it's probably easiest if you at least follow. This is where the flowers are going to be all over the place, and I'm not going to worry about where they are or what they're doing. But I am making sure that I cut 1 going this way. And lay it down. Turn the 1 upside down, and if you just reverse it on where you just cut, the angles should match. And all you have to do is 2 cuts instead of 3. And this one will go on the other side. Now I'm going to grab number 2, and it fits, and then reverse it on the other side. So come over here, and this is where if I put that straight piece, and I got a little clip, I'm going to go way over here. Better yet, I'm going to move it. Yeah, see, that cut in there too far. I'm not happy with that. I'm going to start a new corner. I'm going to start here. And I've got the number up this time. So the number up should be here. And when I come in this way, if I reverse it and do another square, I have to cut this one longer. There we go. This is where I try and keep things. This was the easiest way I found. And I'm saving my templates. I actually had templates. I've got them in a paper clip, all saved from my original I just did. And I'm going to make sure that I put these, okay, now this one should be upside down on the other side. There we go. So that's how quick and easy that is. I have to put my, do it right away. Put your 1, 2, 3 in a paper clip, and it's going to go in a baggie and paper clipped or stapled to your instruction sheet. So now I'm going to come in with my glue. And for now, I want to get my tweezers. Use your tweezers if you have them. It saves all the glue being all over your fingers. Okay, when you come in, I'm centering. Center, center, center. And you have a nice little white space all the way around, so the piece fits perfectly. If it's not 100%, also don't worry about it. As long as you see the pretty colors and an edging of white. Now, if you use different colored cardstock, that's fine too. I just happen to like the white and then grab colors that match the papers. I could have done different colors. That's up to you. Just make sure they now fit in these fun. It's like putting together a puzzle. Put your little puzzle pieces together inside the main section. And all that one's, I have to make sure I get that glued down perfect. Okay. So pretty. And I love the way it stands. It definitely stands beautifully. And this is where, like I said, the backs can be decorated or not decorated, because you can just write back there and do your, to and from, and write your own verse. You can add pretty colors. You can go cardstock and write on it. You could put a print and then put a white or cardstock in front for writing on. There's just options, many, many options. Okay, we want the fun little line going up and down. And put your puzzle pieces together. If you wanted to put color in each one of these panels, you can do it. But I think I did the first time, and you couldn't see all the other ones, and it was really, really a waste of time. Because when it stood up, I kind of eyed it left, right, top, and down, and I thought, well, it really didn't need all the extra pieces, but that will totally be your option. And it also, remember, right now, if you've got just this little bit of this paper, see, this is all I have left of this whole piece. I can maybe get a second one. I maybe won't get all the pieces done, though. See, this is where, see, this one would use up everything. So I would have to put a different print here, or put 3 pieces of cardstock. This is where you go crazy and have fun. But as you can see, some of these pieces are slightly small, and that would be great to be able to come back. This is where I might put it in the back. I might want to put the pretty flowers in the back again with some more pink. Isn't that cute? See, this is where your print goes from here and here and is separated with your white and your white and your pink. And so from the front, it looks great. When this kind of pops out a bit, we're seeing the pink popping out there. So that's kind of cool. And when it stands up, I see from the front, that's exactly what I see is the pink. And this is where, like I said, I have enough to do the background. And I'm going to put the pink in regardless of using the print or not, because it's nice to write on a pretty piece of pink. That's just a bit crooked there. Cut and cut. And like I said, you can decide exactly how many times or what panels you really want to do. If you have enough time, make another one right away. Then you feel comfy doing these, because the hard part, I'm not sure what the hard part is, as long as you get all the scoring and follow it. And then we make the template. Without the template, fixing those pieces to get them the perfect size and shape would probably be the hardest part without the template. So I like templates. By the time you're done doing classes with me, you'll know all my favorite things. I don't like measuring. I love paper clips. I love glue with these fine spouts on them. I love scoring when I have that new line on my board now. There's a lot of things that become what I would put on my favorite list. So for now, I'm just going to leave it, because I might come up with another card using that again, because that is pretty. I like it. I'd have to find another shade of pink to use. Now, when you fold this down, I'm just going to show you. I think you're going to need a 6 1/4 by 6 1/4. See, that's, if I skimp it on over, it's 6. The smallest, it's pushing. It's fitting between the 6 by 6, but that's heavy. So 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 envelopes would probably be perfect. I'm sorry, I should be up here farther. I wiggled it so you maybe can see here. Wait till I move my hands. Well, that's pretty close. I'm going to end up with everything on the front of my table down the back end. Like I said, if you check, you're dealing with 6 1/4, and it's probably perfect. And you've got yourself a pretty card. Now, what I haven't got, I need to go into, I don't think there's any odd things that I want to do from here. See, this is where, say the happy day. This is where check your accents that come with your paper. Hey, sunshine, happy day. Shine on, you make me so happy. And those two are the same even. Oh, and that's way too big, whatever that is. Yeah. It's down to the nitty-gritties here. Okay, we have, it's all good, you're a peach, thank you. And brighten my day. Well, if I really was going to do one, I have to cut part of this and have a look. Because this is where they're kind of cute. But see, I don't want it filling all of that space. So I'm going to leave a little smidge of the brown and go around the paper clip. I'm just leaving a little border of different color, because I want this to pop off of the print that we are on. See, that's kind of cute. I don't mind that at all. And the other thing that could be kind of cute, I don't have any right now, but I'm going to check if I got a real paper clip that's small. I have medium and large only. I have never bought the small ones. But if I got a small one, I might have a list. I have to read what I don't care for. Yeah, I know. Crazy, crazy. Yeah, see, I kind of like that. That's kind of cute. But I'm not going to put it in. Like my idea. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, see, I have big paper clips. This is where I'm saying if I could get a little one, and if it was just sitting up in that corner, I would put that on crooked like that. That's kind of cute. I do like it. But I'm not going to glue that on. I am going to see if I can find baby clips at the dollar store or someplace close. And then I could finish my card. And it is kind of cute. I like it. So I want to thank you for joining. This is one more different card again. We will be around again next week. I have one kind of in mind and another one in, this is where I have 3 or 4 where I had ideas and I haven't done samples or anything. So now I'm back to the drawing board to put together 5, 6, or 7. I will be traveling to Florida in November and I'll try and have some things organized for you because I don't know what days I'm traveling and what it's going to do to interrupt our fun time together. So thanks for joining. Be sure to share your cards. I want to see them. And if you do more than one, keep coming back and sharing, seeing the different colors and the different cards and how they look when you have different people using different paper. That's where the inspiration comes from, and somebody doing something a little bit different. If you're stamping in the background and have great things to put in there, be sure to share them. Just take multiple photos. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.